Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw here with our character, Hasi Silverclaw, and today we've got a few things to take care of. First we want to talk to Tanilla because for completing that quest with the Argonian that we did in the last video, she's got a new reward for us.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be?
Is there a difference?
Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me.
Alright, well, you pick whatever you like, guys. It doesn't have a huge effect on anything. It's just going to increase the bonus already on it. Like, the gloves, for example, have lockpicking 15%. It'll be 25% with the trade-in.
Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course.
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, Tanilla. Now, an important thing to note is that A, you need to re-equip them after this. C, they've been taken off. And B, if you have sold your Thieves Guild armor before the point, you can never actually finish that. You don't get another pair somewhere for the purpose of turning in one of the pieces. No, you're just screwed in getting that upgrade if you already got rid of it and can't find it again. Second, I went ahead and did some tasks off-screen for Delvin and Vex here, the miscellaneous optional task, which gave me a level, which I'm going to put in the sneak tree, big surprise there, it's like my primary tree after all, and take Lightfoot. Also, I believe Delvin has a task for me because of that. Delvin?
Got word from Torsten Cruelty in Windhelm that a rival guild is trying to get itself started. Not only that, but they're giving us thieves a bad name by murdering their marks. Get over there and see what you can do.
Alright, you heard the man. Oh, by the way, Delvin.
You're back.
I found this map of the East Empire Trade Company. Is that something you'd like to buy? Got all the shipping routes.
Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. This should compensate you for your find.
And now that will get added to the collection.
No killing or no pay. Remember that.
Of course. Of course, this is an exception. He just sent me on a quest where I'm supposed to kill everyone, but whatever. I'll meet you guys over outside Windhelm. Alright everyone, and here we are at the Windhelm stables. Now the person we're looking for owns the farm a little bit over here. But he likes to wander between his farm and town, and here he comes right now, so let's talk to him, shall we?
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
I'm not here about your honest work or your dull work. I'm here about the less than honest, exciting work that Delvin Malroy said you could get for me.
My daughter Fiotli. She was murdered a few months ago. Left her laying on the ground in a pool of her own blood. I assumed they were after her valuables. She always wore far too much jewelry in public. When I told her it'd be the death of her, I never thought.
Look, I'm sorry for your loss, man, and I promise you the guild did not do that. It's not how we operate.
No need to explain. I'm well aware of your guild's methods. Took me weeks, but I finally tracked down to kill her. A bloody Altmer at that. Can you imagine?
I have a pretty good idea, but what happened?
Let's just say I'm a firm believer in an eye for an eye and leave it at that. He fancied himself a thief in some sort of new guild forming around here. Gave me some valuable information before, well, you know.
So, clearly you took care of the problem. What do you need from me?
Well, like I told Delvin, I think we can help each other. You recover what I'm looking for, and take out a rival guild in the process.
I'm going to assume something off your daughter Fiotli you want back?
Exactly. One of the pieces stolen from her was a silver locket. A Cruel Sea family heirloom. I want it back.
Alright, that's a fair deal. Obviously the guild approves that they wanted to send me, so where do I start?
The only name I have is Naranya. Has a house right here in Windhelm. That's where you should begin looking. Could have been an adventurer like you instead of a farmer.
But look on the bright side. If you were an adventurer like me, you might have taken an arrow to your knee. Oh, God help me for saying that. Okay, let's go meet up with Naranya. She lives inside Windhelm. Alright,
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
that's lovely. Get out. We're here inside the... something like the Guinness Club or some weird name like that. I don't know. Well, hold on. I can look on the map and tell you. We're at the New Guinness Corner Club, which is a dark elf bar in Windhelm where Narine goes to enjoy her dinner. Although she's a high elf, not a dark elf. I guess they're elfy so they get along.
Yes, can I help you with something?
I'm here about Fitoli.
Fiotli.
Oh, Fiotli.
Fiotli. Where have I heard that name? Oh, of course, the poor girl who was murdered. Such a beautiful young thing. A tragedy, to be certain.
Look, you're not a good actor, and I know you're involved.
How dare you? You're accusing me of taking part in such a heinous act? I should have you arrested for even suggesting such a thing.
I don't have time for this. You tell me everything, or you're gonna be the next woman they find in a pool of her own blood with her jewelry missing. Capiche?
Now, just a moment. Let's think about this, you know, discuss it like two rational people.
Alright, I'm listening.
Look, I had no choice. They're crazy. I could be killed.
Who's crazy?
It's a guild of Ultima Thieves. They call themselves the Somerset Shadows. Their leader, Linway, he's the worst of the lot. He steals valuables from the dead.
Yeah, we already know he murders his victims. What's the point of reminding me?
No, Linwe prefers stealing from the deceased. Digs up the corpses, breaks into the Hall of the Dead. He even stole that locket right off that poor murdered girl's body. Or what was left of it.
Well, how are you involved exactly?
I used to fence for the Thieves Guild in Skyrim a long time ago. When Linway moved into the area, he contacted me and said if I didn't fence for them, he'd kill me.
And now you're gonna tell me where Lindway is hiding.
If I tell you, you need to promise not to kill me. I'd prove to be quite an asset to the Thieves Guild. I'm one of the best fencers in Skyrim.
Look, that whole threatening to make you pool of blood thing before, that's not how we operate, alright? You were giving me lip, so I gave you lip. That wasn't serious.
Linway is holed up in a place called Uttering Hills Cave. He's got his entire guild there, so be careful. After you're done with all this, come back anytime and I'll make good on my end of the bargain.
Alright.
I'm sorry I misled you. Return when this is over and we'll talk about my involvement in the Thieves Guild.
Of course. And by the way, she is a good fence. That's not just her, like, begging for her life. She's actually a very good fence. So, our next stop, of course, is going to be the Uttering Hills Cave over here. I'll meet you guys over there. Alright everyone, here we are outside the Whispering Hills Cave. And as soon as we arrive, we're going to have 2 sentries patrolling outside. Now I find... Oh, I don't have any. Well, poo. I was going to say use some venom for this, but I find with even a remotely decent bow and a decent arrow like a steel arrow, you can pick up the first one real quiet when he's making his rounds on this side you come from. So, fire, arrow goes in, guard goes down. There is a second guard who will run over to inspect the body. However, now that he doesn't have backup, it'll be much easier to take him out. So let's do that, shall we? Beautiful. Dagger goes in, guard doesn't get up. And with that, we've silenced the 2 guards outside. Give me back my arrow. So yes, now we can head in properly and, well, send a message of what happens when you screw with our guild. Alright, so today's lore topic, everyone, I want to talk about the importance of the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild, oh, don't get me wrong, we're criminal scum. However, we do serve an important role in the economy of Skyrim, and that role is keeping things in moderation. You see, the Thieves Guild properly is not a bunch of mindless, stupid bandits. By the way, we got a guard patrolling up ahead. Let's go ahead and take him out quick as soon as I confirm it's safe to. Yep, guard going that way, guard going this way, so he goes down. Down he goes. By the way, another level. Suppose we'll go ahead and... Yeah, we'll just take this level really quick like, so health up, check, hey, back to sneak, I didn't say light armor, and we're going to get the silent roll perk. It definitely has its uses. The way you use it is be in sneak mode and roll. Very easy to use. So now I want to wait right here to the right moment. Wait for it. You'll know when the moment's right, don't worry. The moment is now. Once he turns back to go the other way, come up behind him, and just like the first guard, we take him ear to ear. Nice and quiet. Now then, with that out of the way, there's 2 more stationary guards downstairs we're going to need to take out, and I'm going to use a double arrow misdirection on them. Normally I use 1 arrow to try and lure people, you've seen me do it before, but on this next 2 I'm going to actually use 2 arrows to put them farther away. It's trickier, but not impossible by any standard. So, first let's say I want to put them about right here. Okay, let me try that again. Apparently I wasn't quite close enough for them to hear the shot. About right here. There we go. Now they come over here, and I still don't like where they're at though. I want to put them there now. So now they're completely past me. And 1. He turns, but now it's just a one-on-one. And he goes down quick and clean enough, before he has time to alert any of the guards that were here. Can you technically get those both without the guy turning around and seeing you for half a second? Yes, you can. It is not impossible, but it's a lot more work. I'd have to fire a 3rd arrow to take one guy over here, then when he's over there, fire an arrow where only the back guy hears it to put him over there. It would add about 3 minutes of work if I did everything correctly. Much easier to just do it like I just did. And nobody knows I'm here. I mean, come on, everybody's dead. So I'm going to let that one slide. Once we get in here, we got another guard. And I'll get back to the lore topic in just a moment. But we do have a guard who's going to come up that staircase, right now in fact. And we want to wait on the stairs till the right moment to go down and get him. This is a brightly lit area, so we have to choose our positioning very carefully. As you can see, he's right there. Yep, we see him. He doesn't see us. Now we drop. And take him. Just like that. Dagger across the throat, another one down. By the way, chest over here you can unlock if you want the loot, and hey, why not? We are thieves, right? Loot is what we do. Where is that? I'll find it in a moment, just bear with me people, you know I'm not the best lockpick in the world. It is my downfall, the lockpicking. There we go. And you get some, you know, assorted loot. You know how loot goes, I don't have to explain that to you. We got another guard in a chair up ahead. This one I always like to shoot with an arrow for the comic value that he's in a chair. Like, you know, it's just sitting there minding his business, not doing anything. And then he takes one to the head and slumps over. Something about that amuses me to no end. Mind you, another guard did hear that arrow shot, so we have to be prepared for that now. So how are we going to prepare for that? We're going to use it to our advantage. Okay, we're going to try and use it to our advantage. Apparently, we're not going to after all, because they did not actually leave their rooms. If they had come out here, I would have lured them around the corner, but that's fine. That's fine. Take a moment, make sure everything's safe in here. Creeping quietly. You gotta be careful in this room. Whoa. There's a guard laying down to bed there, and that one's awake. Alright, so now that he's awake, he's gonna come out to see what that noise was, so let's wait outside. Come on. And take him. Now there's only one we gotta deal with, over in the corner here. He'll come out to check the first one's body. Repeat the process. Down he goes. And with those 2 dead, the only one left is the boss in their room over there. Anyway, Potion of Brief Invisibility. We want to pick that up. That is always there, scripted. Or at least it's always been there for me, so I'm pretty confident it's scripted. Now, this guy is tricky, okay? So let's get our potion ready. Where is it? There it is, at the very top. We want to open the door from the side and get out of the doorway. Now we want to immediately take our potion. We are now invisible. Now, as you see, he's always standing in the light, facing the door. Hey, I said get behind him.
Is someone there?
There we go. While we're invisible, we take him out clean and quiet with a single hit. If you just, you know, open the door, he sees you, you've got to fight with the boss on your hands. No, open it from the side, use the potion they gave you, come up behind him, do it quick and quiet like a professional. All the tools are at your disposal, you just have to use them. Now, a big reward for doing this, of course, we get the locket. We get an orcish sword, that's nice, I'll be using that to replace my iron sword. More importantly, we get Lindway's armor. It's got increased stamina, better sneaking, better one-handed attacks, and better bow damage. I think it is a vastly superior set of armor to the Thieves Guild's natural armor, and it's still guild armor, it's just armor for a different guild. So I'm actually going to put that on, and we're going to wear it for at least a couple of videos. Like so. You can get a look at our new armor here. This is now what we look like. We're now a Somerset thief. A Khajiit Somerset. There's a little optional objective here. You can burn the... Oops, wrong tab. You can burn the banner here to try and, you know, send the message that we don't appreciate other guilds in our area. So let's do that as well. And by destroying the Somerset banner, if by some chance there was one of the members out about, come back, finds everybody dead in a pile and the banner burned, he's going to get the message and take it back to the Somerset Isles. Interesting fact, while the banner burns, I can put an arrow in it. See? Sticks right in. Another interesting fact. Wait for it to finish burning real quick. Almost done. There we go. It's still there. See? I can't walk through it into the banner there. In case you're not sure it's still there, arrows still hit it. All we did was remove the sprite. They didn't actually delete it, they just made it invisible when in the coding. I find that funny. So with that done, I'm going to walk out of here again, and I'm going to go over our lore topic in earnest now that we're done. By the way, points for 1 clean shot through the temple. That's how you kill a man. Right then, I want to go ahead and swap to my orcish sword before I forget, because knowing me, I will forget. And I don't need to sell all this crap. I don't need the money for anything. Hell, I don't even need half of these arrows. So let's make a little inventory room. Just a little bit of inventory room we're making. That'll be good. You guys can keep all my old loot. You're the dead guild hall. It looked like you were better at your job before I killed you all. Key. So with that out of the way, today's lore topic. I want to talk about the necessity of the guild. We exist for a purpose and we serve an important role. Also note you can get corrodium ore in here if you care about that. Excuse me. So, you know, the Thieves Guild does things like this. This guild over here was killing people. They were going crazy with the murder and the robbery and such. That's very bad for all thieves. So they sent me and I killed them all to make sure this doesn't come up again. By the way, we're going to be returning to Torsten Cruelty now, so I'll meet you guys over there. Alright then. Here we are in Windhelm. We're going to go report our success to Mr. Cruelty. Sometimes he's in Windhelm, sometimes he's at his farm. He's not hard to find either way. So let's go hunt this fellow down. Yeah, be careful. I'm impatient, I know. I'm not lollygagging. And he should be around here somewhere. Maybe he's back here. Oh, there he is. Okay. So let's go tell him our success.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
Well, I picked up the locket from the leader of the Somerset Shadows.
It pains me to see this locket. To be reminded of Fiotli once more, but I'm glad it's back where it belongs. Told Delvin that if he still desires to have my support for the Thieves Guild in Windhelm, he's got it.
I'll let him know.
Could have been an adventurer like you instead of a farmer.
Well, I already made that joke. He gave us a necklace of wielding for our trouble. In other words, he gave us... Oops, that'll be on the armor technically. Where is it? Necklace of wielding. He gave us something that makes our one-handed attacks do 20% more damage. That does proc on sneak attack, so I'm definitely going to equip it. It'll be of great value to me. So then, real quick, let me wrap up our lore topic. By the way, our next quest, Speaking with Silence, will be way over here, so I'm going to do that next time, obviously. But let's just wrap up the lore topic and call it a video, shall we? But first, I shall do it upon a grave, because I feel like it. So.
Did you use my good hammer?
Now people are talking. Let me get to a different grave that's farther away from everyone. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, the importance of the Thieves Guild is that without us, thieves like the ones I just took care of are going to be causing havoc everywhere, and they're going to make things a lot worse for everyone. We also only steal in moderation. The Thieves Guild has a unspoken agreement with the government. We don't steal more than we need to survive. We make sure the people we rob have enough left to survive, and in return for being allowed to do that, we take care of any thieves who step out of line. People like I just dealt with, you know, random bandits on the side of the road. The Thieves Guild kills people like that because they don't steal in moderation. It's very important to have somebody regulate crime. You can't stop crime. It's not going to happen. You can, however, attempt to moderate crime. You can try and make it so the crime that happens is within a controlled environment. That's what we do, and that is very important to the continued success of the guild and thievery in general. Dark Brotherhood does the same thing. They take care of assassins who are not part of the guild on the basis that, you know, if you do that, it can come down bad on all assassin groups. I just hopping around because I'm weird like that. I don't know, I felt like doing it. So yeah, that is the importance of the Thieves Guild. Sometimes a king or a leader will break the unspoken agreement, and when that happens, the Thieves Guild does something about it. Generally, they might kill him, they're not above that, but normally they do something like make sure that he's removed from power through, corrupt officials and stuff like that, connections that the Thieves Guild makes over time. So it does work both ways, though. If the Thieves Guild oversteps their bounds, and they're stealing too much, or they're stealing from the wrong people, the Thieves Guild can be come down on by leadership of, the legal kings and jarls and whatnot, and they can all be killed or thrown in jail. So there is a delicate balance there that both sides have to adhere to, because both sides need each other, or things are going to be a lot worse for everyone. And that'll be our lore topic for today. Anyway, I'm Nosgard Silverclaw, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I also hope you like our new armor, because I think it's really cool. I mean, look at that. It looks great to me. But next time we're going to continue the main quest line, and we're going to help Mercer Frey hunt down that bitch who killed Gallus and ruined all the goodwill our guild had built up under him. I'll see you guys next time when we go after her.